Now it is time to wrap up this glorious Winter Wednesday with a segment that we've been doing all year in which we have gotten much, much smarter and alerted to things that are happening in the football games we all watch. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Everything DB with Darius J. Butler.
Let's get to it.
Hell yeah. Hey. This is you, dude.
Holy shit.
This is you, dude.
Come here.
Wow. Randy Moss.
Got a little Eric Weddle run in me left.
That's what you said. You said
Good
you
tweet.
have a good 4 or 5 games you need it.
Good little run.
What,
Good
the Colts?
team, got to be warm.
Oh, not the Colts? What would the Colts call you?
Nah, a playoff run.
Defensive
Okay.
side of the ball or offense?
Defense.
You think right now you could go line up and play safety?
I can play nickel. I don't know about safety.
Okay.
Really?
We're going to need that footage of what you did to Foxy on the basketball court, too.
It was unbelievable.
Nah, it was bad. It was a low-scoring affair. Yeah.
Well,
I did get warm on JC, though.
Yeah, we saw that.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, we saw
warmed you
that.
up.
Shout out to Hammer Dahn.
Hammer.
Dahn.
That's right. Shout out to Everything DB. Let's get into it.
Let's get to it. A lot of cover two on this. We didn't realize until after I put the plays together, but we got cover two here. And pause it real quick. It's going to be a disguise here, and actually, it's going to be 2 post routes, and both of these guys could catch this touchdown and score. But he's going to be down safety, who's typically in the deep half in cover two. He's going to be rotated down and be the flat defender. This corner, who's obviously typically the flat defender, is going to be the deep half. You're going to have both of these guys running post routes. So as a deep half guy, you're responsible, obviously, for the deepest. And then as the middle run-through guy, it may end up being him. You obviously got to carry that middle. You guys have seen cover two all year. So you'll see this unfold. You'll see a poor job that he does, which, once again, is a position. So pause. So right now, this safety that aligned the deepest, now he's essentially taking over that middle run-through, right? And now to the 3-man side, that would be George Kittle, who he's responsible. And right now, you're already too late. You know, obviously Kittle can roll, but he's responsible as that middle run-through defender to carry him all the way to the end zone. He should be inside number 1 as a deep half defender. So both guys are out of position right now. And once again, both of these offensive players could have caught this touchdown.
Hey, do you think Kittle flattened this because of the coverage? For sure, right? He was supposed to continue to carry over. They're not supposed to be on top of each other?
I think they both just ran to the open space. And Kittle, I saw some mic'd up with him. He said he thought Ray was actually the safety. And he was like, oh, you know, I stole your touchdown. But when you see that type of open space between the split safety defense, actually a split corner defense in this scenario,
is that corner who doesn't have depth at the start of the play, and he's just casually backpedaling, should he be hauling faster to get to the deep?
Especially once Ray comes over. So once he comes over and you have more speed to your side, now you definitely got to get more depth. But this is a situation where your disguise becomes your detriment, which we always talk about. Don't let your disguise become your detriment. Running that back to the beginning, Pat.
I wonder.
So typically in cover two, landmark is usually about 18 yards, and then you're going to be obviously inside the number 1 receiver. So right now you're outside of everyone, and you're only, about 7 yards deep off the ball. So you're starting off in a bad spot. And now once again, this guy, you're seeing Pittsburgh does this a lot. A couple other teams are doing it as well. They're using this safety that starts deep. He actually comes down and typically is this middle linebacker who carries, the 3-man side, the vertical. But now it's going to be this guy. And the bad part about that is, as a defender, when you're moving towards the line of scrimmage, and obviously offensive players are running this way, you're never going to be able to turn around and run with that guy.
Are DBs not looking at Trent Williams because he's tipping plays, so they should have known this?
Yeah, we knew that was passed.
Yeah, it's don't.
I wonder if George was supposed to take this thing.
Cross
This
more?
was 3rd and 4, and I just think it's a situation where I used to hate these type of coverages where you're putting corners in deep halves, and I don't mind safety. Usually you'll do this on like an invert if it's like a rundown to get that safety to be the down guy and then have your corner, but when you're playing a real coverage, I'm not a big fan of it, especially against an offense like this who already throws a bunch of shit at you and got great skill players, but it's too easy. Literally two guys could catch the same touchdown. Next play, 3-man side. So we got all the speed down here. We got Muth up top. So 3-by-1. A lot of people call it 3-by-0 formation, but 3-by-1. You'll see the safety if you run all the way back to the beginning. He's actually pointing and talking to this nickel to Hobbs, right, their corner. So this safety, he's going to go to the half. So 3-man side, this number 3 receiver, George Pickens, you're going to have all this space in here if this safety doesn't bump over. The safety is outside of that hash to the tight end side for what reason, I don't know. Once again, the pre-snap communication, you see them looking at each other right now, communicating. And he's thinking right now, this safety got me on the inside. So if Pickens is to run any inside route, I maintain my outside leverage, and I keep him down there. And also another point to this, a route that's ran by Pittsburgh a lot and ran by everybody a lot, ND7. So this is in, and this guy runs a 7 route. So he's maintaining that outside leverage to defend it. He's expecting safety help from the post safety, and we all know what actually happened in this situation.
Boom. Boom. Game winner.
So that's game winner, exactly. Less than a minute left in the fourth. I think that's their, probably their biggest weapon, especially in the red area, Pickens. You got them lined up at a spot. When you put speed at number 3, that always causes issues for the defense. You see the communication right here. So if I'm that nickelback or that slot corner, I may not play it that heavy outside because I still have that safety that's to that deep half, but I am going to play it with outside leverage, thinking that I'm getting help from 30. I think this corner should be fine on Muth backside.
Well,
that's where you're
wrong. Look, so he started out on the hash, and now when he's on the snap, he's damn near right behind the cornerback. So that leverage, that body position, he's already in trouble because you got all this space right here for that receiver. So this is an easy read, easy throw for Kenny.
What is he doing?
Buddy here's got Naj, right?
Yep, he's got Naj backside.
Kenny's not even looking left.
He doesn't need, he did, because he usually you look left to move that safety, but before the ball's even snapped, the safety's 4 yards outside
Probably
the
sees
hash.
him right there.
So he's like,
this guy's way out of position.
Yeah. So he knows right now if Pickens, and I don't know if Pickens has an option. I doubt it, but that's easy. That's too easy. Come on.
To your point, they ran that Indy 7 against the Colts, and Kenny kind of missed the throw to Pickens when we were there on Monday night. And,
yeah, that's right.
Missed the 7 route.
It's because the Colts
to George
scares the shit out of people.
And that's that's the tougher throw.
No, hey, we don't have to score against
that's the tougher throw. As a DB, I would always prefer a 7 route than that fucking banger. This is something we've been talking about all year. We've been seeing all year. I hate that I had to put Panthers on here because they did get the win. But this corner down here, trap coverage, right? Cover 2, he's going to play it like it's a trap coverage. So we all know when this corner is playing the trap, this safety's got to do what?
Drop.
Nope, he's got to get width. He's got to get wider. So as soon as this corner,
Oh, yeah, that was the.
if we would have let it play, if you let it play a little bit, pause. So right now you see the corner. He's playing that out. So that safety has to be, he got to be able to relate to number 1. He does not. Goff sees it, makes an accurate throw, boop, puts it on him. Yeah, great ball on time. So he obviously read the corner. So cover 2, once again, if you're ever playing this trap technique out here, the safety, it is essential that you got to get width. You got to get width to get the one. That was a piss poor effort at the tackle as well. But good ball, good run after catch.
How about Goff? Huh? I didn't know he had that.
If they could stop the fuck, they gave up 300 plus on the ground. You heard Lombo.
Hey,
500 plus total.
Let's go. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah. So this is 3rd and 30. T.Y. Hilton made his impact. Honestly, I forgot T.Y. was number 16.
Whoa.
When this ball was thrown and caught, watching it live, I'm like, because I saw a hell of a catch. I'm like, who? And then once he got up, oh, shit, I know that. Yeah, I know that motherfucker right there. But 32, once again, disguise becomes your detriment here. So this is a cover 2, a form of cover 2 here. But instead of having that middle run-through guy, they're just going to use this safety that's already back here to be that middle defender. So the corners are still in like cover 2, but it's 3rd and 30. So they're going to get depth. They're going to sink back. But this safety should be where that safety is. But run it back a little bit more. Once again, he tries to disguise, so he's not nearly as deep as he needs to be. Obviously, T.Y. hasn't been out there for a while, but we all know what T.Y. does. They call him the ghost for a reason. 3rd and 30, T.Y. sees that corner sitting. He knows he's been looking at safeties his whole career, so he knows right now exactly what he's got. And now, since that safety doesn't have his depth to start with, what the fuck are you looking at? his face is literally, he's facing that way. This is how deep he should be. Deep is the deepest, obviously, you're a deep half defender. So once again, so right now he still doesn't see T.Y.
He's looking inside.
He still doesn't see T.Y. So Slay, he's in a position where, yeah, I'm a flat defender. I don't have anything else up here, so he can continue to sink back. But once he gets his head around and sees where his safety is, he already knows, oh, shit. And, I mean, a great ball from Dak and an unbelievable catch. But 3rd and 30, can't have it.
That was the game.
Yeah, you can't have it. This was a huge conversion. Gardner, he didn't have, he wasn't playing like Jalen Hurts, but he had a pretty good game. Played good enough for him to win. Unbelievable throw. He probably just threw it as far as he could. And T.Y., that was when I knew exactly what. But you see, so Slay's talking. I'm not sure what he's communicating, but can't have it. Can't have it. 3rd and 30. You don't. What are you like? What are you trying to trick the quarterback for?
Slay was not happy that people were blaming him because he was in the video, and this is why you're saying.
Yeah, this is why. Because Slay is so right now. If to the untrained eye, this looks like just man cover. It just looks like he's just been lazy. He's got his eyes in the backfield, and just T.Y. He's fast. He runs by him. That's what it looks like to the untrained eye. But once again, this safety is completely out of position. Young guy, Scott. So now you get your head around it. He's still 5 yards ahead, but he's not in a good enough position.
What's the point of disguising when it's 3rd and 30?
Exactly.
Good question.
Exactly.
Okay,
the only reason you're down there maybe to deter a quick pass, a quick catch, but nobody's catching a 5-yard.
Is that the rookie that picked off Aaron?
Except T.Y.
No, he's in the middle.
No, I don't think so. No, Blankenship?
Yeah,
Blankenship's in the middle.
Yeah.
He's where he's supposed to be. He's where he's supposed. Literally everybody.
Because he gets it.
He's everybody.
He didn't really look him off either. He was staring at T.Y. the entire time.
Because
The only 30-yard route.
you go back to the beginning, and I forgot who it was who said it, but sometimes quarterbacks are looking and like I don't know who's supposed to be where, but this is what I see. Same thing with T.Y. So you can tell by this body language that it's 3rd and 30. Slay's way too smart. If he was responsible, this was cover 3, this was cover 4, he would get back, but he's obviously playing it that way. So safety's not deep enough. Once again, disguise, just like we saw in the Washington clip, your disguise becomes your detriment to this play. You can't have it.
Tisk.
21.
Yeah, this is a throw.
Dart.
This is a hell of a throw. Bing!
To the
the
21.
That's
21 to
60
21.
straight, let alone going across the field a little
60
bit.
in the air.
Right?
And
A squared plus B squared.
Equals.
He's on that far hash.
I think he ends up like launch point, probably like damn near middle of the hashes. Yep.
Holy.
So middle of the that's that. That's what.
that
That's that.
hip
Shit. Yep.
thrust,
That's
yeah.
that. That's why he do it. 60
What
on the
a
dot.
ball.
And I mean, T.Y.'s getting tackled when he catches this
Yeah.
too. So
Tripped.
great
T.Y.
catch.
is plus 500 to score a touchdown tomorrow night right now.
What's T.Y.'s deal? I thought he was retired.
Waiting for the right opportunity.
Yeah, he's retired for playing for the Colts.
Look at that ball. Boop. What a play.
Give me that.
What a play.
He doesn't do the Y. Why didn't he do that?
Touchdown.
That's touchdowns, bro. Come on.
Okay, so he does the T on first
Yeah,
down?
no, chest punch.
Yeah.
T.
Full yell, dude. Full.
Because he did the T.
Do you think he'll get more snaps on Thursday or no?
Hey, don't
I
get
think so.
twisted.
I
This
think
guy's a fucking dog.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this guy right here is a fucking dog.
He takes care of his body. Little dude, but obviously plays big, fast as shit. And the more acclimated he gets with the offense, I think he'll continue to get.
And the more confidence
shots.
he gets.
Yeah, plus 500.
Confidence.
This happening right here.
Yeah.
This happening right here on his first fucking play.
But this,
If Dak just starts, that's a problem. Like Ty signing this late, I think to the people that don't know Ty that well or don't follow the Colts, what a weapon they just fucking added in there. Honestly, he is a dog,
yeah.
and also great for the locker room.
Well, you
Yeah,
always talk about
great
too
team.
how when he was in Indy, he was getting double covered all the time. Like CD Lamb's getting that kind
Yeah.
of treatment now, so like he's probably not going to be facing hardly
Yep.
any double team. Like
Almost a better fit than OBJ.
Yeah, I mean, look what these fucking guys did to him.
you know for sure, he's healthy, obviously. And, over his career, I know the last couple of years in Indy, he's starting to miss games. But before that, he was damn near an Iron Man out there.
When he was with Indy, this dude's eyes would have been here. This dude's this dude's eyes would have been here, and this dude's eyes would have been here. Yeah. Remember, we showcased at one time, he was getting he had 4 guys looking at him. Yeah. He became the only weapon in Indianapolis. Here now, you got a guy fucking around trying to disguise. T.Y., this guy's trying to disguise, not even worried about, T.Y., he just signed this guy, didn't even sign this guy. T.Y. knows that too. T.Y. knows exactly what's about to happen. I am so happy for him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Split safety coverages, one-on-one opportunities. Obviously, we haven't seen T.Y. do it, for a little bit now, but he's definitely got a lot of juice in the tank.
And the Colts fans are all very happy for T.Y.
Should be.
Oh, yeah.
Very confused.
They should get used to rooting for other teams.
So this is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh been running a lot more cover 2 this year, and I think it had to do a lot of that success they had week 1 against Burrow, and they dominated cover 2. But guy who had a big game that week, he's in the slot. Once again, disguise. So they do a good job over here, a decent job over here, right? Renfro's in motion. He's actually at the nickel, but he's going to go back and be the deep half defender. Once again, Minkah, he's lining up like he's a deep post safety. He's going to do what Washington safety's done and come back and be that middle read defender. And once again, doesn't do a great job of doing that middle read. In my opinion, it's not good for deep vertical routes like this one. But you got everyone else cover 2. It's cover 2 on the back end. Once again, did it from the nickel spot. So right now, Renfro, you talked about his speed a few weeks back when him and Devontae are running down. Right now, Renfro, this should be a touchdown. You throw this ball, or maybe not a touchdown, maybe a 60-yard game, but this should be a ball. But bad ball placement, which Lombo was talking about, and an unbelievable interception.
So you think that's when McDaniels said, "Okay,
Fuck this guy."
Because this is a big point in the game too, and this is something you draw up because this dagger, right? So he's not doing a run through, but he's there to take away this deep dig route. If you run it back to the beginning, you see the dagger concept.
It's a big blue square.
Renfro motions down. Obviously, Devontae is going to run the dig part of the dagger, and then Renfro is going to do the run through part. So, I mean, this is exactly what you want if you're this offense. Like, this is exactly what you want. You put this ball here. We saw it a couple weeks ago with Sam Darnold, where he could have threw the ball. And, Derek did get hit on this play, but I think he had time enough to.
That's 20 yards
to make that throw. But he throws it. So, Renfro's running here towards the opposite hash, and Derek throws the ball outside of the left hash. So that's the only reason Sutton makes his play. Unbelievable play, but once again, I think the disguise, once again, would have been the detriment of this coverage, but the quarterback bails you out in this situation. But you got to finish that play, man. When they make mistakes, you got to make them pay for it. And you saw 2 plays now, the Pickens one. So, yeah, he had space to make that
If you're
throw.
a D-back on the sideline, are you looking at the guys next year like this guy stinks?
Look at Renfro, though.
Renfro is like what? Because Minkah had a pick in this game, too, where it was off the back hip of Renfro.
Didn't even give him an opportunity.
Yeah, and Renfro's still trying to will
Renfro just thought he was going to be able to read Sutton's eyes. Yeah. Where does he think the ball is? I'm just going to dive. Where's he think? He sees it somewhere. Am I going to be able to grab it? Maybe.
Close.
Maybe it'll just show up. He did not see that thing one time.
Great catch.
What a catch, dude.
Great fucking catch.
Another guy they extended.
Potential end of Raiders' car career.
Yep.
Yeah, his last win. What a win, though.
And then we got another cover 2 rep, which Tua, this was an easy read for him, I think at least. This was a 2-minute situation.
Yeah.
And obviously Tua probably concussed
He was
at this
playing
point.
in California at this time, though.
It's warm.
His cover 2, this was the third of his picks. Douglas does a good job playing his flat. Rerouting, then letting Ty Hill go. You got Gesicki running the 7, so this is a China 7 concept. So right now, boom, he looks like he's running with Ty Hill, sinks back off. Yeah, I mean, he throws the ball right to him. Even if you are throwing to Gesicki, this ball should be like out here thrown. So, but good job by Douglas making a play. But I mean, cover 2, just play right. Good read by him, game time. So a lot of cover 2 here. The takeaway from this, if you're gonna play cover 2, just line up and put the guys who play. Yeah, you play the fucking halves, you play the seam, you play the run through, put those guys in position to do it and do it correctly.
So the reason why they're trying not to is they don't want the Mike to look like an idiot sprint down the middle of the field anymore. So they're just trying to have deep safety cover it. Is that what
it helps with pre-snap disguise too, because if I'm a quarterback and I see Minkah in the deep middle of the field, I see a corner, I see a slot, that's single high, right? So we're going to run it. So we can call whatever we call in the huddle. We get to the line of scrimmage, and now the concepts change based on if it's single high or split safety.
Closed or open?
Closed or open. So closed or open, we have certain concepts, especially if you got younger receivers or new quarterbacks who haven't got a bunch of reps together. So once the ball snaps and now mid-route, Minka comes down, other guys go back, you're banking on as a defense, oh shit, somebody's going to fuck up a route, quarterback's going to throw it in the wrong spot, or we give time enough because he got to pat the ball for our pass rush to get home. So that's the reason you do it. So I understand why you're doing it, but if you're going to do it, you got to have players that can still get to their depth, that can disguise and still get to where they need to get. And I would say that.
Yeah, don't sacrifice blown coverages.
Yeah.
You know, just to disguise a little bit.
And if you're seeing 24, 28 defenders on the field, you know, instead of 11, maybe tell somebody.
Oh, shit, got another one.
If you throw two straight, and then the third one, you know, appears to be the worst of them all,
Yeah.
somebody should ask you something.
Yeah. Hey, you know what your name is right now?
He goes, "Are we going for two?" Bingo.
Yeah.
That is your name.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Get your ass in there. Let's go.
That is your name.
We got to score.
What the hell is going on down there?
Man,
Honestly.
you know, the live rounds are firing, man. You know, shit.
I agree.
Just got to get back
Are we
in
still
there.
number one? Or
Three ball
Daniel's a
formation
funny
once
guy, huh?
again. We got Paris Campbell in the slot. Derwin James, safety. Typically, don't see safeties in man-to-man coverage.
He had a
but
dirty hit, D-Buck.
He did.
He was trying to take that guy out of the
I
game.
would call it dirty. I would call it it was an unsafe hit, and those hits, I'm a fan for taking them out of the game. You know, whenever that defensive player is dropping his head down, leading with a crown, not only for the person he's hitting, but for himself as well. You saw he's knocked himself up out of there too. But great play by him out of that slot.
Dude, how about him getting his knee down?
Yeah.
Defying gravity almost, speeding it up, get his knee down. Nick Foles threw a lot of these, so I guess we just kind of aren't impressed by it. But Derwin James, with the hit he made, and then him being able to do this as well.
Yeah, this is
High point.
unbelievable.
He had a fucking hell of a Monday, and he was not able to complete it.
Great
No,
play.
right.
Started the
Bowler.
game hot.
Pro bowler.
Yeah, this is when he went. Cal Van Noy said he just
Big time
went
play.
Right to the
straight to the
sideline.
sideline.
No
yeah.
thanks.
They're all heading this way. All these guys go to pose right in front of Robert
Trying
Mathis.
to make sure you got that coach. Trying to make sure you got that knee down.
Oh, he's in.
But I thought it was out too, and I saw it live.
Dude,
Unbelievable play though.
What
Hot
a
point.
What a fucking play, dude.
He's unbelievable.
D-But as a D-back, are you shaking in your boots when you realize Nick Foles is starting this game?
Nah, absolutely not.
Wow,
I mean, this offensive line didn't do him any favors either.
He threw a couple.
But I mean,
passes.
this
Is that
was
highest paid O-line in the NFL? What do
we
you
gotta
mean?
blur that out.
it
We
was
gotta blur
bad.
that out.
as you're fucking playing with a quarterback who hasn't thrown to these receivers until this week. I mean, you
That
know
was
the
a great
full tank
play.
is on.
Yeah, that was
It's
a great
play.
ball.
His other two, though.
Great play. Unbelievable.
that was the
play.
best ball of
High
his
point.
night.
DB's high point. Go up and get it at his highest point. And then I don't think there's many people that's going to get their knee down in this situation. But this is why he's a Pro Bowler.
Jeez.
Why is he highest paid safety in the league still?
Yeah, he was.
I think so.
Minka
right?
beat him.
This is why money well spent.
Did Minka get a deal after him?
I feel like he had like
he
a
was
hold in situation.
Yeah, he
or
was
something.
holding in.
Yeah.
Plus,
And then,
I can't remember who got paid first.
Sante Samuel Jr. once again covered two, and he plays this almost like a trap. So he gets to his flat, and then his eyes are inside. He's going to be looking at Paris Campbell once again at the number 3 position. So this is the same formation as that last interception. Regular cover two, middle run through. So he's ready to open up and run. You got deep half safeties, and then you got your corners where you know the people in their positions doing their job, doing their assignment, and watch Asante Samuel Jr. up top gets a reroute. Receiver goes inside, but now his vision is all inside because everything's coming his way. And Foles never sees him.
Foles.
Jelani thought he was getting that ball.
Foles never sees him. So
He's too wide open.
Our 6'7" guy, who every time he's on the field gets the ball thrown to him, even though he's not always on the field. I don't understand it. He thinks he's getting his ball. Look at him.
Yep.
Is that me? No, it's a little bit too high. Can't be me, right? Nope.
Might have been an overthrow.
Bam.
Could have been. So if you run this back, this is very similar to that Panthers play where the throw here, and this was 3rd and 7, 8, I believe. But the throw, if you see it from the wide, can you go back to the wide?
DVOA.
Please? The throw here is once again Pierce. But Pierce, to coach a point for Pierce, if you got this outbreaker, you have to take an outside release. Because if he takes an outside release, maybe he gets his eyes back a little later. Maybe it's something. But you can't. That's the easy way out right there. To take that inside release and then get wider. But that is still the throw to make. You see the safety threw a better whiff than the guy from the Panthers. But so that's everything with that play. But great eyes, great play, great anticipation and ball skills from Asante Samuel Jr.
An incredible
Why didn't he
throw.
go vertical?
Incredible catchable throw.
Yeah,
by
great
Nick
ball,
Foles.
tight spiral.
He threw a lot of those.
crib day.
Nick Foles threw a lot of great balls.
He did.
I think he only had 3 balls touch ground, 4 balls touch ground.
Throws a very catchable ball.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, Nick.
Thank you,
He
Darius.
could be the future.
But